Hi, Shepherd Youth. I have part 2 of dating advice, I guess, because you already got Louie's dating advice, so now you're getting my half. And I mean, I scored Louie, so honestly, you should listen to me. Okay, so I'm going to keep it really simple because I think Louie took most of my good advice. One, I think that you need to be really honest with yourself and you need to evaluate yourself. Now, I'm just going to be really honest with you. I think that probably 97% of you in high school and like 0% of you in middle school are ready to date. I'm just being honest. I'm not saying dating is bad. I think I was ready to date in high school. Maybe I was an anomaly. I don't know. It was a different place, different time. I don't know. But you really need to be honest and evaluate. Like, are you ready for all that a relationship is? Are you looking towards marriage soon? Because if you're not, dating for a million years is not setting yourself up for success. I'm just going to tell you that right now. But I've heard it said that like you need to be the person that you're looking for. So if you're looking for this amazing guy and he's selfless and he's caring and he's, there for you, but he still has friends and he's got good grades and he's successful. Are you all those things? Do you have those kind of qualities that you want in somebody else? You need to really evaluate yourself. And you're never going to be perfect, right? Like you're not going to get to a point where you're like, okay, I'm perfect and let's get in a relationship. But you can be at a certain level of character and a certain level of maturity to where you can handle a relationship in a way you wouldn't have been able to. So stop looking for someone else to be the right person and you become the right person. That's really my biggest piece of dating advice. Become the right person. Work on your character. Work on the kind of friend you are. Work on the kind of son or daughter that you are. And if you're not a good son or daughter, if you're rude to your parents or you can't respect your mom or you can't keep plans with your friends, you gossip. If you do that kind of stuff in those relationships, guess what? You're not going to be good at a dating relationship. You're just not. You need to work on your character. You need to work on yourself. And so that's really, I think that's what middle school and high school, spend that time doing it. Like it's the perfect time to become the right person. There's no pressure to date. You don't need to find a relationship. Nobody's expecting you. If you get married in high school, you're weird. I wouldn't suggest it. So nobody's looking to you to have a serious relationship right now. So just work on yourself. And you might need to do that into college for a while. You might need to do that into adulthood. That's okay. Some of you are healing from some family trauma. You're healing from things. Take time doing that. Stop trying to rush into a relationship. You need to become the person that you want to date. Okay? Second thing, once you get to that point, which honestly, I think most of you are probably going to reach that point as you're graduating college, probably, to be honest. And that's with putting in some work. Once you're there, though, I think the second piece of that is doing that with the other person, being brutally honest with yourself about where that person is, who that person is, what kind of character they have, because you will ignore so much of it because you think they're cute and you have all of this adrenaline and endorphins and all these things that you get when you date somebody, and you ignore all the reasons that they are not the right person to date. They don't have character. They don't keep their commitments. They're rude to their mom or dad. They don't have very good friendships. You'll ignore all that because you feel seen and loved or paid attention to or whatever it might be. And so be brutally honest with yourself and really not just yourself. You need someone that you trust that can help you with these evaluations. And I'm not saying a peer, you need someone who's ahead of you in life to help you look at yourself and say, be brutally honest with me. Am I ready to date? Is this person a good candidate for me to date? If they say yes to the first question. So get someone in your life who's a step ahead, who's mature, who loves the Lord, and who will be brutally honest with you in a loving way and say, hey, no, I don't think you're ready. I think you need to work on this in your character. Or no, you know what? I see some red flags with him. He seems to be really rude to his mom. And if he's rude to his mom, he's going to be rude to you eventually. So you need that person in your life and you need to have these honest evaluations. And then the third thing I would say is just to avoid dating. Avoid calling it dating for as long as you can. Because the character I'm talking about in yourself and the other person will come out over time. So if you can build a friendship and you can get to know them outside of it being this thing, you know, that you put this label on and pressure on and all this stuff. And then a lot of you will start to introduce physicality into the relationship, which is a whole nother level of irresponsible and bad. We won't even talk about that. But you introduce all these things and you cover up all these character flaws in yourself and the other person. And so avoid dating. Be friends with them. See how they are with their family. See how they are with their friends without being some kind of label that you're not ready for. And I'm not anti-dating. I know I sound super anti-dating. I didn't date a ton. I dated like 2 guys, 1 guy officially before I dated Louis. But I'm not anti-dating. I'm anti-dating the wrong way, which is what most people do. And I think dating has become an excuse to ignore your character and to complain about people's character later, even though you dated them for years, you just ignore their bad character flaws. I could go on for a long time, but I won't keep you because, you know, YouTube. We'll keep it short and fun and sweet, right? We'll have a sermon about this one day. But I love you guys. Date smart or don't date at all. Love you. Bye.